Welcome back to the Daily Bitcoin 5. 5 stories every day that matter to Bitcoin. Today on the Bitcoin 5, Senate faces 4-day deadline on Clarity Act. Let's go. Before the stories, the Bitcoin price check. Current price, about $63,000. Bitcoin continues trading in a tight range, down just 1.3% over the past 4 days and essentially flat over the past month, less than 1%. The most telling metric remains the 4-year view. BTC is up 169.6% from about $23,400 in August 2022, demonstrating long-term strength despite recent consolidation around the mid-$60,000 level. Story 5. Coinbase adds 819 Bitcoin, climbs to 9th largest public holder. The purchase demonstrates continued institutional accumulation even as Bitcoin trades in a consolidation range. The timing is notable given Coinbase's active lobbying for the Clarity Act and broader regulatory engagement. As one of America's largest crypto exchanges, Coinbase has increasingly positioned itself as both a Bitcoin treasury company and a key industry advocate in Washington. Story 4. Yen intervention sparks carry trade unwind and markets tumble. The US Treasury told major banks to stand ready for future action as Washington prepares to intervene in currency markets for the first time this century, potentially buying yen and selling dollars. USD JPY crashed from 162.80 to 157.95 in just 1 hour overnight, marking the yen's biggest single-day gain in nearly 2 years. The move has massive implications for global markets. Nearly $1 trillion was wiped off US stocks in 40 minutes after Reuters reported the potential intervention, as the S&P 500 plunged 1.2% on carry trade unwinding. Story 3. US national debt reportedly crosses $40 trillion for first time. It has been reported the United States national debt has officially surpassed $40 trillion for the first time in history, marking another grim milestone in America's fiscal trajectory. The psychological barrier was breached as government spending continues to outpace revenue, with no meaningful deficit reduction plans in sight. For Bitcoin advocates, the milestone reinforces the core thesis that fiat currency debasement remains inevitable. With debt growing faster than GDP and interest payments consuming an ever larger share of the federal budget, the case for hard-capped assets strengthens. And of course, we know Bitcoin is the best hard asset that exists. Story 2. Strategy holds firm at 843,775 Bitcoin. Despite market headwinds, Michael Saylor's strategy held its Q2 earnings call, revealing the company now holds 843,775 Bitcoin, 203,683 sats per share, and has raised $17 billion year to date. The company posted a 4.5% Bitcoin yield for the quarter, with a balance sheet showing $49.7 billion in digital assets and $3.75 billion in USD reserves. Strategy has been a relentless accumulator, buying 48 times more Bitcoin than it sold while issuing 300 times more of its STRC preferred equity instrument than it repurchased. Story 1. Senate faces 4-day deadline on Clarity Act. The crypto industry is rallying around the Clarity Act as the Senate heads into August recess with just 4 days remaining to pass the landmark digital asset legislation. Michael Saylor and Strategy officially endorsed the bill, stating that a clear, durable market structure framework would help advance the digital asset industry and encourage broader institutional adoption in the United States. Coinbase's head of strategy told reporters he remains relentlessly optimistic that the bill will pass the Senate despite the compressed timeline. All eyes are on developments over the weekend and into early next week, and we'll be here every day tracking the very latest progress. That's today's Bitcoin 5. Let me know your favourite story from today in the comments below, and subscribe now so tomorrow's update lands directly in your feed. I'll see you tomorrow.